Bitcoin has exploded over the last 2 years, but it's not the only cryptocurrency that has boomed in 2020 and now in 2021. Ethereum, Dogecoin, and Shiba Inu have also risen to the top of the cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin was the first major cryptocurrency, and to this day, it is the most valuable crypto on the planet. However, some experts are not convinced that Bitcoin will stay at the top of the crypto game. In fact, I recently saw an article that basically stated Bitcoin may not be around that much longer, meaning Bitcoin is essentially going to disappear from the cryptocurrency space. And that might be coming sooner rather than later. So today I want to break down this article and show you exactly why some experts are saying that Bitcoin specifically is going to disappear from the cryptocurrency world. I'm also going to show you what that could mean for 2022 and how that will affect other cryptocurrencies. But before I get into all of that, my name is Nate from Minority Mindset News, and if you like this video, then smash that thumbs up button below and hit that notification bell too. That way YouTube shows our videos to way more money minds around the world, and we can keep making videos just like this one. Eswar Prasad, the senior professor of international trade policy at Cornell University, recently told CNBC that Bitcoin itself may not last that much longer. Eswar Prasad is also the author of The Future of Money: How the Digital Revolution is Transforming Currencies and Finance. So diving right into this article here, Prasad is essentially saying that Bitcoin is outdated. Like I said, Bitcoin is from 2009. It was the first major cryptocurrency to hit the market, the first decentralized cryptocurrency in the world. But according to Prasad, Bitcoin uses a validation mechanism for transactions that is environmentally destructive. He goes on to explain that Bitcoin just doesn't scale very well. So let's kind of unpack this a little bit. When you make a transaction with Bitcoin, that transaction needs to be validated on the blockchain. The blockchain basically has to show that you own this cryptocurrency and that it's being transferred to someone else, company, or entity. This can take quite a long time though, up to 10 minutes in most situations. Prasad goes on to say that given that Bitcoin is not serving well as a medium of exchange, I don't think it's going to have any fundamental value other than what investors' faith leads it to have. Basically, in his opinion, Bitcoin does not really work as a legitimate payment form. Bitcoin works more as a commodity. It works like gold. The reason that gold has inherent universal value is because 1 ounce of gold anywhere throughout the world is going to get you the same amount of money when you go to sell it. The same can be said for Bitcoin. The reason Bitcoin has value is because everybody that buys it believes it has value. However, if that starts to go away, then how does Bitcoin have value? It's not really a store of much of anything because it's all completely digital. That differs from a commodity like gold because gold actually takes time, money, and energy to produce. Bitcoin, however, does take time, energy, and money to produce, but it's also very bad for the environment. Overall, just for Bitcoin and all of the operations that are surrounding Bitcoin mining around the world currently uses a similar amount of electricity that the entire state of Washington currently uses. And Washington has a population of around 7.6 million people. So basically, according to this article, Bitcoin uses a ton of energy. It also takes a lot of transaction power, and it takes a long time just to transact one coin. And that really can affect how it is used as a medium of exchange. Basically, if you want to use your Bitcoin to buy groceries, assuming that the grocery store actually accepts Bitcoin, that means when you go to check out, that checkout could take 10 minutes. That is a very long time compared to right now. All you need to do is swipe your card. In addition, Bitcoin in general has some other issues. Bitcoin is highly volatile. Its market goes up and down, and its price is never set at a consistent basis. That can be very difficult to use if you want to use it as a currency. Right now, if you go into a grocery store and you want to buy something with US dollars, you kind of have a feeling what you're going to be able to buy with 20 US dollars. However, With Bitcoin, it's not like that. If you walk into the store with 20 Bitcoins and you go to check out, what you bought might not be worth 20 Bitcoins because the price of Bitcoin changes every single minute. Our US dollars are a lot more stable. The value isn't fluctuating that quickly because there is way more people using the currency. There's also a lot more US dollars out there, which kind of creates some stability. There can only be 21 million Bitcoins, which means it can be highly valuable and a hedge against inflation. However, it's kind of hard to use as a currency. So according to Prasad and this article, Bitcoin may not be the best currency for an exchange. But how does that actually mean that Bitcoin is eventually going to disappear? Well, it really comes down to what people want from the cryptocurrency market. Do they want something that just stores value, like a stock, real estate, or a commodity? Or are they looking for something that they can spend right now? Are they looking for an actual alternative to our traditional currencies? But this is where things get complicated because cryptocurrency isn't just a currency. Crypto has expanded beyond just actually buying things. Blockchain technology is expanding, and it's expanded into different coins like Ethereum. Ethereum isn't just a way for people to buy things, it's actually NFTs. You can make smart contracts. And you can also have other coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. These coins, by some expert accounts, are actually easier to spend than coins like Bitcoin. Part of the reason is simply because they're newer. The blockchain has expanded and has been developed much better, and they're a lot better for the environment, and they're a lot easier to transact. And because they're not as popular as Ethereum and Bitcoin, the price doesn't fluctuate as much either, making it a lot easier and more reliable for you to walk into a store and spend some Dogecoin. The problem is, they don't really do much else other than provide you money to spend. Cryptocurrencies at their core are supposed to solve some real-world problems. Bitcoin originally was created to solve the problem of traditional money. We have central banks all throughout the world that control our currency. This means they control how much they print, they control how much is spent, which ultimately means they control what inflation is, and they control prices just by controlling all of the money. However, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin wanted to subvert that. They actually wanted to create something that was by the people, for the people, on a decentralized network, meaning that no central authority like the United States government controls Bitcoin. And at first, there was a lot of benefits to that. However, in this article, they talk about how there is just so many cryptocurrencies on the market today. And because there are so many, that might mean that Bitcoin is eventually going to collapse. Like I said, Bitcoin was the first major cryptocurrency. It is the OG of the cryptocurrency space, but that doesn't mean that it is the best crypto on the market. As time goes on, our technology and the people involved with the technology are going to become a lot more advanced. They're going to grow along with these cryptocurrencies, which means the blockchain is going to grow, which means that hackers and scams are going to start to disappear as well. These coins, like Ethereum, are going to become a lot more complicated and a lot more advanced as time goes on. However, Bitcoin, even though it updates very slowly. And what a lot of investors are starting to find out is the only reason that Bitcoin is so big is because it is so valuable right now. It has had the most time to grow to where it is today. Now, Prasad also goes on to say here that just because Bitcoin might not be the best cryptocurrency in the world and that it might eventually start to collapse, doesn't mean that it wasn't super important to the advancement of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin really started it all, and it really got people to start rethinking about money and currency in general. All of a sudden, people were starting to realize that their government didn't have to control currency. The people could actually control currency. And according to Prasad, even though you might not like Bitcoin, it really has set off a revolution that ultimately might benefit all of us either directly or indirectly. So basically what he's saying here is that Bitcoin might not be the future, but he still firmly believes that cryptocurrency is the future in general. And I think a lot of people started to realize that over the last 2 years with the pandemic. When the pandemic happened in March of 2020, the stock market crashed. People were out of work, and our United States government and the Federal Reserve was printing trillions of dollars that only seemed to aid inflation. Sure, it did help people out in the short term. However, they're now giving a lot of that money back to corporations and the government because of inflation. This kind of created the perfect storm for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to explode. The price of Bitcoin went from around $7,000 for one coin back in January of 2020 to around $50,000 by the end of 2021. And Bitcoin in general hit a record high of around $65,000 per coin in 2021. You had millions of new investors start pouring money into the cryptocurrency space. They didn't want to deal with traditional currencies anymore, and they wanted to start protecting their money in a new digital age. In addition, Bitcoin and Ethereum and Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and all of these other cryptocurrencies are still fairly new to the business and financial world. Bitcoin, like I said, has only been around since 2009. That means that even though it is older, there is still a lot of room and potential for all of these cryptocurrencies to grow. Versus the stock market and real estate that has been around for what feels like hundreds of years. Yes, you can still grow in these markets, but it's a lot more traditional, and you're not going to see the exponential growth like you would with a brand new industry. That excited a lot of people, and this is an exciting opportunity because Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is not just, like I said, a commodity or a currency. It is a full-blown technology that can be used for various different things. That means you're not only investing in a currency that you can buy things with, you're investing in a smart contract or an NFT. All of these things have value in the digital world, and every single day our world is becoming a lot more digital. Evidence of that was shown by all of these tech giants IPOing and exploding in 2020 and in 2021. People are more interested in technology now than I think they ever have been, which means as long as technology continues to advance and these businesses and industries around technology go up, you're also going to see the parallel of cryptocurrency go up too. Bitcoin and the blockchain technology, according to Prasad, has been fundamentally transformative to our business and financial world. And I don't really see that changing over the next few years. But if Bitcoin starts to go down, then that means people are losing faith in what that coin is valued at. And I think that could definitely happen if Ethereum or Dogecoin or Shiba Inu starts to take over that top spot. If we start seeing the technology and more companies adopting those coins because they work a lot better as a form of payment, why would people pour any more money into Bitcoin? The only thing that keeps Bitcoin valuable is that people say it has value. And if people stop saying it has value, then it's going to disappear. Now that could hurt the cryptocurrency market in the short term because billions of dollars is going to shrink and go away very quickly. If you start to see the price of Bitcoin dropping, that means investors are going to get scared, man. They're going to pull their money too. Even the long-term expert investors may do this. That could lead to a full-blown crash, and if you have crash after crash, the value of Bitcoin could go down to zero. And to be honest with you, no investment is guaranteed, and any investment you make could go down to zero. So in the short term, that could really hurt the cryptocurrency space. But ultimately, I think the cryptocurrency space is a lot bigger than just Bitcoin. I think even if Bitcoin is kicked out of its top spot, it will still have a place in society. And I still think it'll have a place in the cryptocurrency market. We may just see another coin take that top spot. People are interested in cryptocurrency. Investors are interested in crypto, and that's not going to go away. So even though it is a possibility that Bitcoin may disappear from the market, it will always be remembered by cryptocurrency investors as the first and really the starter for cryptocurrencies throughout the world. But now I want to hear from you on this issue. What do you think about Bitcoin eventually disappearing in the next few years? Do you think that Bitcoin is going to fall by the wayside, or do you think it is going to continue to be the most valuable cryptocurrency on the planet? In addition, as far as technology is concerned, do you think that Bitcoin is the best, or do you think it has some room for improvement? Whatever your thoughts are, leave a comment below before you go. But that is it for today's business and financial news breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. Keep hustling, money minds, and I'll see you all in the next one.